Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to be here, it's lovely to be back at home after 3 days away. Thoroughly enjoyed it, but today is Saturday, so it's going to be sort it out Saturday again. So it doesn't seem to be getting any smaller, does it, this? I know we're only coming at it once a week. But yeah, let's get some of this stuff moved out of here today. I just put those down to show you. So I came home yesterday after 3 days of not crafting. All I took with me, I told you I was taking some a mushroom book to cut, and that's the only crafting I did was cut out some mushrooms. Didn't do anything else. So when I got home last night, I just had to come. Neil was running us a bath. It was quite late. It was gone 10 o'clock. And he came looking for me. He said, I should have known you'd be here. I said, I've just got the need to stick something or make something before I go to bed. So I did. I just wanted to use these 2 mushrooms or a couple of mushrooms that I'd cut out. And I don't know if you remember, but I'd left these on my desk. I tidied up mostly, ish, but these were still left on my desk from my previous video. So I just grabbed a couple of those, which is those there. Put the mushrooms on, then I thought, right, what am I going to make them into? So I grabbed 2 pieces of this out of my scrap box, 2 of those beautiful ruffles that I made last week, stuck them on, and this butterfly and this little squirrel were just literally sitting around on my desk. Yeah, so, and I thought, now that's a good way to make, if you don't want to sew all your snippets, if you've got, you know, a packet of these ready, either made your own or bought. I think I'm going to put some in my Etsy shop. You know, you could make something like this that looks like it's stitched but isn't. Good thought. Okay, so I've shared that with you. Let's move on. I've still got these though, so we might use these on something today. So yeah, this is just huge, isn't it? That's just a piece of acetate that I started working on. Now there is this, which is a journal. I think this was a scrappy journal we made together on a scrappy day, just using up lots of bits that was kicking around, and I might have since then put odd bits in. I think I probably have. Yeah, but that could be finished and moved on, couldn't it? So let's just put that there as a possible. I've got here, what's this? That is a, yeah, I've got some journal innards that are nearly ready to go. So let's just pull some random things out. See, I've even got those, and pulled those out for something I didn't use them. So tags shouldn't really be in here, should they? There's another packet there. Yeah, let's just pull some random bits of junk out. And what are they doing in here? You see, I don't know. Stop looking what you're pulling and just grab it. Okay, so yeah, there's quite a pile there. It has made, you know, if I can do something with them, it has made a bit of room there. So let's put this out of the way, because I'll never do anything with that on my desk. And see what I've got here. Okay. So that's something that's been started. I recognise the papers as Nanines at collage type. It's obviously to go in a, don't know what those measurements are there, but it's obviously to go in a journal. Maybe we should do the other side, because there's lots of things here, aren't there? That's nice, isn't it? That's blue. So that it can go in the next, well, one of those journals that's sat there waiting to be made. Do we want that? We want that on the outside though, don't we? Don't know. Let's just put it there. So that's another possibility. I think this just wants some tags in it. It does. So this, I was making a tag book. Yeah, it just wants some very thin tags in it. And then that can be moved on in the Etsy, can't it? So that will be 3 things. That is a pocket that I no longer love, so maybe we can change it. These are pockets that just need embellishing, so they should be easy to do. Again, a pocket. Journal cards. Right, let's Ah, and that's a pocket. So yeah, I can see why they're there, because they're not quite anything, but they are something. That's a piece of collage that I've obviously made into some kind of either a cover or a page. That's just a piece of paper I've been stamping on. That could probably go in the coffee dye pot actually, because it's very white on the back, isn't it? I'll just put those to one side. I might coffee dye them, but we might use them for something in the meantime. Right, so we've got tags, and I think these are supposed to be tags, aren't they? Oh, that one is doubled over. Don't know what that is yet. Yeah, half a tag. Right, so these just I've got one side. I've maybe done this, maybe did one side in one of these videos and not the other, so we just need those on a backing paper and all those tags. So we'll get some backing paper out in a moment. Will any of them go on that? Because using, oops, it's alive. Using some of that up would be good. Is there any reason why it can't go that way? No. Right. So they're red. They don't really go with the blue though, do they? No. They don't go with the blue. They want something else. Got these two shiny. If I put that one on though, I won't get another. Let's see if we can get two out of it. Oh, so I had a lovely time while I was away. Feels like it's all gone and hectic now, but I might just get you a new one. Yes, I will. Right, let's just stick that down, and then I can say I hope you're well and have a gentle start to the video. Now we've got something to glue. Eek. So yeah, we had 2 hectic days shopping, lots of shopping, nothing much for craft particularly, just clothes. We both got new trainers, we both got a new, well, I got a new blouse, Neil got a new t-shirt. We had every meal out, so the only meal I made was breakfast for all 3 days, which was lovely. Just that alone is a break, isn't it? And yeah, 2 hectic days. I did manage to walk round York. I was tired and my back was hurting, but I managed it, and to be honest, Neil said he was tired and his back was hurting, so that was probably just normal. And then the last day we went to the caravan because we were shattered, absolutely shattered. Stayed overnight and it was lovely and quiet and peaceful. Oh, it was lovely. And yeah, we went down to the beach for the day the next day, which we say we're going to do, but we don't do that often. We used to, when the grandkids used to come, we used to go every day for a week and we thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, it's not always something you do on your own, is it? Pack up but we did. We took chairs. Neil went and got us a couple of coffees from the cafe. We collected stones. Brought some stones home from my garden. Neil got burnt because he won't listen to me and didn't think he was. It was quite a breeze on the seafront. He could tell it was hot. He said he was warm, but I don't think he knew he was burning, even though I was telling him he was. I think I might have to art glitter the corners of that. But he's not quite as delicate as me, so I mean, he's hurting. But he doesn't learn his lesson. I learnt my lesson about getting sunburnt a long time ago, apart from the dangers of it. I can't cope with the pain. Yeah, he'll put up with the pain and it'll soon go, and then he will turn brown. Well, he's brown now anyway, to be honest. He's ready brown. Whereas if I burnt to the degree he did, I would just blister and then peel. I mean, he might skin a little bit because he really has burnt himself, and he's got 2 beautiful white owl eyes where he had his sunglasses on. But he will, you know, he will soon fade, and yeah, that doesn't want to stick, does it? Let's get there. I have just filled my art glitter, so we should be okay. We shouldn't have any issues. I'm probably just not, I was going to say not getting it up to the edge, but I have, because I can see it there. So I don't know why. I suppose it's a creased over bit of the wallpaper there where it's been creased. That should grab it though. Okay, anybody else? Let me know. Clearing up their clutter. I'll cut that close, but not right up while it dries. You know where I'm going to put it, don't you? Under my cloth on my table, under my mat. And if nothing else, that has moved on. That piece of wallpaper that has been floating around. I know you've seen it for weeks and weeks and weeks, if not longer, while we had a little chat. And there you go. So yeah, we both feel really, really relaxed now. We really enjoyed it. We were looking forward to it. Sometimes you look forward to things like that, don't you? And it's not quite, doesn't quite live up to expectations, but yeah, it did. Where did that come from? So that's just a piece of ephemera that wants something on it to finish it. Got lots of half done projects here, haven't I? What's that? That looks like the page out of a journal. So these are, we've got all these tags here. And this looks to me like it could be the page out of a journal. Yeah, so journal page, journal page, journal page. And then pockets. They're an envelope. So you pockets need tags and maybe some embellishment. Journal cards, pockets. Yeah, there's lots of pockets here that want something doing to them. So we'll put the tags and the journal pages to one side a minute. These were tags that want, yeah, there's a lot of tags there that want backing. I'm sure we must have done those in a previous sort it out video. Now those journal cards are from a scrapbooking book. Trying to think if it's, can't remember what it's called now. But really they're ready to go, just to fill. So I'm going to put those in my ephemera box because they are ready just to fill. That wants backing, doesn't it? What about these then? What am I going to do with these? Right, I do have, can I see them though? Yes, some floral, large florals that I'd like to use some, but while it's still summer. So let's see if we can put some on these and move them over so you can see. So they're from all sorts of books. There are even die cuts in there, look. Oh. We're a bit thin from here. We want something that's going to stand out, and the pockets are all going the same way. Can you see all three there? I think you can. Those look quite good on it, don't they? Don't know about that one, you're a bit tall. Although I could crop it if I don't find anything else. Oops. Brambles, got spikes on them, look, and they're catching. Come out. These look, oh, I think about the Henry Terry book. I was going to say they look a little bit Edith Holden-ish. So I've obviously cut them out of the Henry Terry. Too big. Let's see if we can use some up on other things. Dies. Don't know how the die cuts ended up in there. That's just, I have a feeling I might have cut a flower off that and used it. I don't think I would have just cut those leaves out. Yeah, just too big. There's bound to be some. So that, oh, that's nice. Are you too big ever so slightly? Suppose we could cut that little leaf off there. Yeah, these are from a plant and identification type book. One of the very first ones I got when I started Junk Journal. It was huge, and I still have pages of it. Okay. Where did there you are. I've still got my little pot going full of bits. There it is. Are you fitting now? Oh, just one leaf. Surely we can trim one leaf without it causing a major disruption. I have my nose under the camera then, I do hope not. I was very close so I could see what I was doing. Yeah, it will fit if I'm careful where I stick it. I quite like that one actually. Yeah, so let's not spend time going through the rest at the minute. Pile them back up. I won't put them in the bag until the end though, because they took some getting out. Excuse me. And some tickets. If I put them all around here, I think I have. Oh gosh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to leave that balance and hope it, oh, there are butterflies, so I might have some butterflies in. What's in there? Nothing we want here. It's in one of these, the tickets I'm after, that's the one, so let's move that. So I've got butterflies and tickets. Oops. Now I know they blend in. Somebody made a comment the other day on my video saying that the label disappeared into the cluster. I did intend it to do so when it's part of a cluster. It's not necessarily to be written on. Now these that I'm putting on here are to be written on, so they may want something behind them so that they you know, stand out a little bit. So oh, right over here, excuse me again. There we go. So we'll do that today. We'll put something under them. Don't know if you can see what's in here. Not a lot, because I've been using it. Just a little bit of something that's going to stand out now. I was thinking really dark brown, but this is baking paper, and it's not been, the colour hasn't been changed at all on it. So let's see what we think to a piece of that, just to make that pop a little bit. I don't dislike it. I'm going to leave that one there, but look at something else. You see, dyed tea bag is exactly the same colour, so that's not what I want at all. It needs to be in that lighter hue or a colour. How about a piece of this? Can never go wrong with a bit of doily, can you? Again, it's not been dyed, so it's got that whitey hue. Yep, okay, so if we're having all three different, we'll have something else again. Now I could go with music. No, I'm not feeling the music. No. Got some grid paper, or I've got some, doesn't need a big piece, that does it? It's hard to, as you know, it's hard to tear this homemade paper. Homemade bought paper, which is what it is. Actually, it's proving me wrong because it's tearing okay. Yeah, something like those. Super. Sorry about the noise. Right, where did I put the art glitter? Put it back again. Oh, yeah. We'll have a look at a butterfly in a minute. Let's just get these down while we're ahead. And that's three double pockets then out of there used. That's quite good. That's cheering me up. I must admit it wouldn't matter what I did today as long as I was crafting, because I've missed it so much. Strange. I didn't want to take anything with me. It wasn't that I couldn't. Yeah, I wasn't sat there wanting to craft thinking, oh, I wish I'd brought something. Not at all. We filled the time very easily and rested. I have to admit I had a real long nap in one afternoon and then slept right through the night. Neil said, I can't believe that. I thought you was going to be awake through the night, because I'm not going to ink that or anything, you know, because you'd slept like a log. Your nana nap. He doesn't call it a nana nap, but that's what it was. But I did. Must have been relaxed. I'm not tired. You know, at the moment I'm sleeping quite well at home, so it's not lack of sleep, I don't think. I mean, I've been getting up a few times for the loo, ladies, you know. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I seem to go in phases, but at the minute, well, last week I was. And yeah, didn't even do that. Just slept. Of course, once you get a bit of sea air as well, it always seems to knock me out, but maybe I was tired. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe a little butterfly on that now, because it is quite white now, the backgrounds. Whoops. I think I've told you before, I've got quite a few projects now waiting, or not projects, journals. Let's call them what they are, journals waiting to be made. A couple of kits, but a couple of them, you know, generic, just my papers and things that I want to get moved into a journal and not sit around. So yeah, hopefully some of these tags and pockets and things that we're making here will get used into that. Now I have emptied, very nearly emptied, I won't say emptied because that won't be true, not quite, the surplus ephemera that I had. I have still got a bit more. I just haven't counted up yet to see if I've got enough to put another pack in Etsy. It wouldn't surprise me. Every time I put some in it goes, so that's good. I mean, it is value for money when you're getting 20 pieces for £5, but they are literally just sitting on my desk, not being used month after month, and they're not all finished. Some of them need, you know, finishing. That felt a bit like I was thinking, did I have a sticker in my hand then? But no, it's got book page behind it. Must be the feel of the... I must have cut it out well if I think it's a sticker. Yeah, I really like that one as well. I like them all actually. Right, that glitter should stick this, shouldn't it? Do your thing. I just put it in the middle so the edges go all, you know, curly up and what have you, and if the glue shows through, this will cover it. Yeah, excuse my nails, I have been crafting this morning. You can imagine I was up at the crack of dawn having a play with things, and yeah, my nails weren't good anyway when I came home, and now I've filled glue pots up and things like that. I'm covered in glue, so it's just taking what was left of my nail varnish off. It's not a nice sight. Don't look. I will be sorting it later. Right, there's a nice bright vellum-y one. We don't want anything too, we don't want any more browns. A green one would be nice. You're not cut out and I can't be, I'm not in the cutting out. Right, that's got a little tiny piece of lilac colouring in it, and so has that, can you see? In fact, those colour match really well. Yes, like that. So shall we put this one on? You see, they turned into, every time I looked at them thinking, oh, what am I going to do with those, into something rather pretty. This isn't all the butterflies I've got, it's just all the butterflies I've got right here under my nose, which is what I was hoping to use up. There's this clear one with a touch of, no, and pink's not going to do it. No, I don't want any of those on there. I'm not going to put the long one on. Where's my lid? So I shall leave that one, I think, butterflyless until I find the butterfly tins. I like the way that one's curling up. It's because it's vellum. Okay, so we've moved those on. We'll put them in the thing at the end when we look at what we've made. What else did I do? Oh, they're under the mat, aren't they? Right, put my lid in here. And look at these things here. So we know we've got to the side, we've got lots of weren't there some more pockets? What did I do with all the pockets? Just pulled those three out, but I'm sure there was more pockets than that. Here they are. You're not a pocket. Right. Yeah, I'm not keen on that stamp paper on the back, to be honest, but it could go down on a page as a envelope, but it needs a chomper out of there, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean by a chomper? A divot here, quite a decent sized one. No, because the flat won't cover it. But so you can get, look, that needs covering, so you can get your finger in. Okay, so we'll do a quick cover, shall we, with some washi. And I could put paper on it, but whoops. Washi will do it quick. It's quite a dark one, isn't it? It's got some William Morris on it. So we've got that wooden one. What do you say? Let's go on an adventure. Best day ever. No. Handmade with love. Oh, I dropped the one I was thinking of now. That's glitter. That green. Let's have a touch of green, and it's a thick one as well. So what did I say? Yeah, let me know if you're clearing out, sorting out. What are you up to on a Saturday? Maybe you're off out and about on your adventures. I wouldn't at all blame you. What shall we put on the front of here then? Do we think? I wonder if we can use some more of those florals up. That would be good. I nearly let that go then. Now you can't read this writing, so there's no real way of telling which way up it should go. Why won't you move? I don't want you at that angle. I thought it would slide, but it's not having any of it. Is it too wide? No. Don't you fasten shut. I'm sorry, I'm struggling with it a little bit. I will be back in a decent view, hopefully, in a minute. Oh, it's not quite straight, and I don't want it to. It will look silly if it's not. Okay, last chance. Let's just take a teeny weeny bit off, and then it'll be, you know, too small rather than too big, and it should, in theory. That glue must be practically dry now. If it doesn't go in this time, I'll have to re-glue somewhere straight. Gone the other way. Oh, I think we're just about there. We're on the crease though. I've got more glue on me than I have on the, so it will have to crease over. Come on. Yeah, where's my ink? Oh, cheers. And on the whole, it's not going to be on show, but that's no excuse for a shoddy job, is it? That's it. We'll make it. Let's make it distressed, more distressed than it looks now. That will fit the theme. We might put something on that flap just to give it a bit more meat. Some kind of an embellishment that comes down. Just wondering if it does shut okay, and you can get your finger in. Didn't have anything in it, did it? No. Let's put something on the front first, and then we'll, or should we look for that? Decisions. Where's my little box of, were these all big ones? I thought I made some small ones as well, didn't I? Let's get them out. So these are the clusters. Yeah, they're at the bottom, look. Lifted everything out, 2 small clusters at the bottom. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Yeah, that will give it a bit of weight. Let's not dig any further. Do we like the back? I don't know, but we can always do something about it if we don't. Let's just get plenty of glue on here first, because it's a heavy-ish piece. And that's plenty of glue for sure. I'm just going to tear that little bit off, that's it. So it's quite nice, it is very early Saturday morning, but there's a lot of people out and about, I have to say. The sun is beaming down, it's beautiful. I've got a line full of laundry from the holes. Yep. I think I'll be able to flatten that under something once the glue's taken hold. But I still think we want something down here, and it wants something in it, I think, something smallish. Don't think they're going to cut the muster, but we'll just try one, seeing as they're sitting on the desk. I'm sure they'll go on something. No, they just get lost in there. What did I do with the big ones that I had? Put my washi on them instead of back where it belongs. There we go. Again, they're all big, but there might be something that just pops. There might not, but we'll just see. There's some really pretty cutouts here. No, definitely too big, definitely too big. I'm wondering about one of my mushrooms. What do you think? Yeah, this is how I brought them back. I've got to get them packed away into something. Now there was somewhere, there was 2 or 3 in a bundle. Quite like that. Again, it needs to be. I'll just tear a bit of that off. Just you come off there. Just adjusting as I go. Don't do that. Put it in there. Right. Gosh, my desk's a mess. And I have to say, it's filling me with joy at the minute. Just because I've been away from it for so long. I will have to keep moving though. I mustn't sit here all day. Don't want to go backwards. Like I say, I have been. Yeah, just needs a bit of something behind it. Right, how many did I get out? Hundreds of them. You can't see on this bag. Is that it? Any more on top? No. What shall we have behind this then? It wants to be something quite plain, doesn't it? Don't know about that tea bag. Let's try the tea bag again, shall we? Let me just have a look in my fabric snippets. Oops. I'm just thinking. It's on its way. Oh. I'm just thinking that. A nice piece of that silky scarf, if I've got it. Yes, that. I wonder where all my gauze has gone. I must have used it. I'll have to get some more. Gauze is always a good thing when you want something, you know, to show up. And what have I done with it? I put it in that box instead of the tea bag. Yeah, if you want something, you know, behind something like this. I mean, it's not unlike gauze, this, to be honest. But doesn't take much, you know, doesn't create bulk. Medical gauze. Have a bit of that hanging down actually, can't we? No, let's cut it off. It's the edge of the scarf and it's just a tiny bit thicker than. It'll be used on something, I'm sure. Just a tiny bit thicker than the rest of it. Yeah, let's get another glue out. So we were kind of going as far as that, weren't we? So this is Fabri-Tac. Pure Fabri-Tac, it's not the one with the nail varnish remover in it. Whoops. Open out. I think I better put some on this as well. I was hoping it would just grab it through, but I don't think it's going to. It's a bit big and I was a little bit mean with the Fabri-Tac ish. Okay, it's nice to use what I've been fussy cutting fairly straight away. I used 2 yesterday, like I say, when I came home. Yeah, that's got lots of interest now, hasn't it? I might just want a bit of that off, not a lot. I don't mind it over, just not quite that much, and those 2 tiny bits can go in there. Yeah, so like I say, I'm thinking that will stick down. If not, we could cover it with something, but yeah, I'm going to put it under here to dry closed, and then if we've got time we'll make a card for it. If not, I'll put it away without one. Right, this blue is definitely not, I can see why this is sitting there, because they're not really my colours. Put that washi back, and yeah, I've brought that down a bit, but this blue is a bit bright, isn't it? Let's see if we can just make it a hint of blue. So yeah, probably should have put something on that before I put that down. Let's have a look in the book page, shall we? try and make sure everything doesn't come flying with me. Oh, is there anything that we think? Tim Holtz, I'm sure you recognised it. No, there is a page of that real dark. Right. Oops, crikey. I just caught that and nearly threw the whole thing. Yeah, because this would bring it down. Let's just get some of the text going on its own, and then... Oh, I didn't mean that to... Not all really grungy, that's the word I was trying to look for. Wasn't it? So kind of across there. Oops, not down there. And if I can slide that in and glue it there, it's a bit too much of an odd shape there. Just like that. Yeah, that's got rid of a lot of that blue. And yeah, if we make a tag to go in it, right, I'm going to ink it while it's on that card, and then I will be able to ink it, whereas in mid-air I probably won't, and it will just be a bit more grunge, a bit more distress for that blue card. Go on. And then if we put a label on this bit as well, a grungy label. Right. Now I'm thinking halal because it will slide about. It's going to soak it up fairly quickly. So we'll put plenty on. It might take a little while to dry, but at least it should slide around. Come on. And it's going near at the top like that, so oh, where's my cloth? I should in theory be able to distress over that. There. Yeah, Tony wants a thin tag in it because it's only a thin pocket. What did I do with the labels? Was it these or did I move them? No, it's these. These are my plain ones. I want something big. No, I don't want to cover that flower, so I want something smaller. Put up there. Quite like that one that way. Let me just try that square one. One just caught my eye at the same time. No, that one. I'll leave those open, I think. Yeah, so it already looks like a completely different piece to me now, than that bright blue. Yeah, too bright for any of my journals. Well, I can tell I'm home and crafting because I am covered, absolutely covered in glue. But it'll only take a second. Oops, it's dried quick. It'll take a second to rub off, wash off. No, what about one of these? So that one's out of book page. I quite like it if it will let go of the other one. No, it's not doing it for me. It does want something else. It does want further embellishing, but I think if I get a tag in it, did we have some card here? I know they're meant to be big tags, but I don't want it too thick. You're quite thick. That's Amazon packaging. I just want plain brown card. Oh, your book page, you're not very thick. No, but I'll have to cover you and then you will be. Yes, I'm just having a little chat with myself. Anything else? Nothing else there. So let me get my, whoops, I'm attached, my scrap card box out. Let's see if there's a little something that wants to play. It'd be nice if we didn't have to cover it See, that's only going to be a small. There's a few more bits of it. Let's have a look. Are you smaller still? You wouldn't be the right size, would you? No. I'll just continue looking while I've got it out. So that one's a good enough fit if I haven't got a piece coffee dyed. Thicker? Yes, thicker. I want a really thin piece. It's just I'm going to have to cover. I can leave the back for journaling, but I need to cover the front, so it will be that little bit thicker. Okay. Now, have we got anything from the things we've pulled out? It will. And it's got quite a full-on. Quite like that bird cage, though. So this is from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I hope I like it after I'm tearing it out. You never know. I don't want all the colour that's with it, but the little bit that's round it I quite like. To go with this bright, because I need to kind of counterbalance. Yeah, I like that. If it's on a plain, that can go in the bin. How good am I? If it's on a plain background, not that plain, it wants something on it. So look in the scrap box. I'm sure I've put some plain in. Pretty sure. Reasonably sure. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry. Pale blue. No. I was just going to lift it up there, but you wouldn't be able to see a thing if I did that. Some background paper, really, don't I? That's fairly neutral. I've got text, so we don't want anything like that. No wrong colour. Let me get to the bottom. It might be a no, but blues, lots of blues and greens. What's that? Colour wise, no. No, there's nothing in there that goes. I think I'm after something very specific, aren't I? I'm thinking probably coffee dyed. Doesn't have coffee dyed in there? That's bizarre, isn't it? There's all my odd pieces of coffee dyed paper. I'll have to go find some. Okay, so not only did I grab some coffee dyed paper, but I actually stuck it down. It's down on some and cut it down to fit, just because I noticed time is flying by. So yeah, so I found some. It's not quite dry yet, you can see, but it'll dry fine. Some lined with some lovely blobs of gold on it. So I'm thinking. When it's, well, we could put that on now, it can still be trimmed down when it's dry. Yeah, and I don't know, so maybe a word, maybe a number, let's see. Not sure it, I just don't want to put it in and out too often because it's not dry. So that a little bit of that will disappear in. So we want something small up here. So I have small, little tiny words, but there is text on there. So I'm wondering if maybe just a little number might be the way to go. Let's try a number first. If I've got a little one, don't have so many. Oh, yeah, not a number. Don't have so many tiny ones left now. I'm going to have to print some out, I think. Print some at half size. So I've got a batch of really tinies. For you know, little tags, little tiny tags. Now they're all quite big, aren't they? Must have dropped to the bottom. Making a mess. We love making a mess. Yeah, I love that one, but oh, that might be all right. Let's have a look at that. I had one out. I don't know why I didn't use the one that was out, but it just suddenly appealed to me. Yeah, quite like the colour tones of it, actually. Oh, cheers. Yeah, don't dislike that. Let's put this on. I'm thinking with some glue stick maybe, because here. I've had it because it's still wet anyway with glue stick. Oops, I've got a blob sticking out. There we go. Yeah, so what have I got ahead of me this week? I am going to paint my room this week, or have a really good go at it. I'm getting to the stage now where I want the new carpet in. I can't stand this old carpet in here any longer. It's driving me mad. So, and I can't have a new carpet in. Don't know if I've told you this already, but I can't have a new carpet in until I've had my walls painted. So I'm just going white. So it's having three coats of white for now. I could you know, change it at a later date to a different colour, but yeah, Neil's taking the big cupboard out for me on his next day off, so I'm starting to paint the rest myself now. I didn't think about this when I put that down. Look, it's going to go over it. Never mind. Yeah, so that's going to be my week, catching up on videos, clearing out. I am still clearing out stock stuff. I like that. No, I was tempted to make it a tag that shape. I don't think I'm going to. It's pointy here and pointy there. Now I might in time, I don't know, make it just a little bit shorter, but I'm just going to leave it. I won't leave it in there. I'm just going to leave it in dry and then see. So it's at a point where it's usable, but it can be embellished further should we want to. Now what else? I also stuck, while I was off camera, I stuck a piece of the same paper, look, with the gold, just stuck it over the picture. It's the Wind in the Willows picture that I didn't like on the back of there, and I've just pulled mushrooms and I'm thinking, because there's a bit too much of this showing still as well for my liking, so I'm just thinking let's scrunch it up a bit more. I mean, I made these a long time ago, long before I was into proper grungy. And I think with that it kind of connects all these pieces with this as well. And again, we can put oh, the lid's off my glue. We can put yes, what, a label or something up there, just to give that a bit of interest. But you can also write on, you know, whoever owns the journal that it goes in can also, you know, write on there and then cover it with a tag or a journal card. This is how I end up with so many odd pieces of ephemera. So do we want a plain one? We don't want a number again. I'm just thinking there's text and there's a number there, so maybe we do want plain again. Maybe I'm just in love with the plain labels at the moment, too big. So smaller and darker, do we think? Yeah, I seem to be using everything small at the moment. Perhaps I should alter my printing accordingly. Oops, there's some small bits. Look, I can do lots of small printing. I don't get too fancy in edging. Don't dislike that, but it's not grabbing me. Quite like that one. No, all the others are too fancy. I think maybe if I just darken it off a bit at the edges, let's see. Grungy it more than it is. Oh, yeah, you're definitely grungy in it. Maybe I want to, you know how you crease paper and make it look grungy? Maybe I want this label. Yes, that's better. That's kind of what I was after. And all I've got to do is get it lay flat now and still look creased. Lots of glue. Yeah, maybe even put it on the wonk as well. That's a good idea. Oh, doggy. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you're proper grungy now, aren't you? After what you were. Yeah, I like that. Might even rat up the, you know, rough up the edges. Super. Okay, so I think we've probably, I did put some on the back of here as well, but again, it's very wet, look. I'll stitch around those when it's dry, and yeah, and then put some flowers or something on them. So let's have a look what we did. Let's clear the decks a bit. Ouch. Just thinking if there was, thought there was one more. There was this, wasn't there? Yeah, let's not put any more back in. Let's get it done. I'm all right for 5 minutes, aren't I, at the minute? So I wondered about putting something just on this to, yeah, to bring that colour down a little bit. I like that, but it's upside down. That's the right colours, isn't it? Oh, no, it's definitely those colours. What do I think about it in the middle with it framed? What was the other one that Alex? I don't want it upside down though. Let's look at both choices and then see what we're going to go with. So we could. So I've got kind of leaves and writing. I've got writing there as well. Script, text, whatever you want to call it. So that. Let's use this up. Let's. So we're grunging it again like we did the other one. Might be nice not to have any of those pockets left in there. And what are we going with? A label, a number, a word. What words have we got? Dreamer. He's not dreaming, he's walking, isn't he? I think he's out of one of the fairy books actually. Journal. It's not a journal though, is it? But I do like that tag with it. What else have I got? Timeless. In the same kind of, yeah. I like the colour of it there. Yeah. So I haven't got time I don't think for a tag. I've just spotted that there though. There's a nice piece of, would be nice to have something in it even if it's not finished. Gosh, I am covered in glue. It's driving me nuts. Just for a change. So just those two pieces have really, and some ink, really brought that piece down, haven't they? From something very pastel and bright. Yeah, to something I'm more likely to use. I like this because it's got that hole in it. It's just an offcut. Obviously it wants more doing to it, but yes, it's going to fit. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it in there. Just leave it in there for now. What I was doing was clearing the desks to see what we'd made. I'm thinking that might need a corner cutting on it. I'm just trying to put the lid, that's it, the needle in my corner cut card, excuse me. I think it'll look better. It's going to be a bit sharp, isn't it? Yeah, no, I don't want it that. Don't want it that big. That turned over. This is the trouble, you see. I can't remember if I've turned it or not. I don't keep my eye on it when it's the same both sides. That's why I'm better with a piece of that. Yeah, it's a completely different shape. Look. Oh, Denise. Right, I'll just put it in for now. Let's not mess with it. Doesn't look so bad in there. It does indeed, but never mind, it will be that when it's finished. Right, so we got out of that box and going somewhere else. This needs a tag in it, and we haven't created one. And this we've changed and made a tag for it. Those we've backed, but we've got them out of there, and that one. So yeah, 3 bright pockets that I wouldn't have used. That one, which I really like now. Yeah, I really like that on there. That's, you just can't beat having loads of these embellishments around. Oh, and 3 of these. Yeah, they're all ready to use now. Need tags, so I still need tags. So I've got 4 pockets. That probably needs something in it as well. 5, 6, 8. We did 8 pockets and kind of two cards. So again, I pulled a lot more out than we got to, but yeah, slowly but surely we're taking a few bits out of it. So give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed spending some of your Saturday with me. I've certainly enjoyed having you here. It is Scrapé Sunday, Scrapé, that's a good word, Scrapé Sunday tomorrow, so scraps on Sunday I should say. So yeah, we'll be collaging and making some interesting things hopefully out of the scraps box, which, but looking at my desk, by the time I've tidied it, it's going to be pretty full, that scraps box. So yeah, we should have some fun. And then back with the William Morris on Monday. So yeah, have a lovely time between then and now, and yeah, chat to me in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.